So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dopeliven TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dopeliven TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hello. We are back for another day. Isn't that a blessing? Let me say this first. The views that are expressed on this Dopeliven TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dopeliven TV or its affiliates. Guess what? I'm Gina Gatson, and I am your host today. That's right. You know what? This is a special day because this is a day that I want to take time out. And when the crew comes, they're going to do the same. We want to take time out to thank those who have been there for us, who have helped us, who has given us advice, who has given us love. You know, this will probably take up a whole hour, but we can't do a whole hour because we got our girl coming on, Rachel Gary, and she's going to drop those nuggets like she does every Thursday. But right now, you know, I'm going to kick this off. And I know I'm going to have some of my people to come in to join me in this because this is something that's near and dear to us. We always talk about the individuals who have been there in our lives to influence us. And, you know, we can go down the line all day long, but we're going to start right now. I'm going to start right now, and I'm going to talk about some of the people that have helped me through thick and through thin, through hard times and bad. There's so many of them, but I first want to start off with my Dopeliven TV family. I think I don't know if we are 5 or 6 years in, but we're 5 or 6 years in. And when I say this is a family, this is a family. And just because, you know, you don't have the same mother and father, you don't have the same bloodline running through your veins, that does not mean you can't be family. We have been there through some ups and downs. You guys don't even know what goes on behind the scenes after the show. Sometimes we're laughing, we're having fun, we're joking, we're cutting on each other. And sometimes it gets kind of harsh when we going in on each other. But you know what? We may go in, but we still love each other. That love is what pushes you past the anger or the things you may have said out of anger or the things that you may have said that the other person didn't like or interpreted the wrong way. Through all of that, my Dopeliven TV family have always been there. We've always been like this. I got my brother, Greg Gray, my big brother, and he tells, you know, the story of how we reconnected after high school in the post office. I was mailing off my Alpha's Adventures book, y'all. I was mailing them to some customers who had ordered the books, and he was in there loitering. He was in the post office loitering, y'all. And you know what? We've been there for each other ever since day one. Hey, bro, welcome. How are you?
Hey, I'm better.
You
How
okay?
about y'all?
Yeah,
Can you
we
hear me?
doing good over here. Well, I hear you. I hear you. I was just talking about giving tribute to the ones who I love, and I started with my Dope Living family. And I was just started
Yeah,
kicking it off with you and how we met when you were loitering in the post office.
it was an amazing day that day, all right? And it's been
It
amazing
was.
ever since, all right? Been
Yes.
amazing ever since. What up, Christo?
Hey, this is my little brother. I definitely have love for him. I have love for my little brother. This circle right here, this circle goes back all the way back to the very beginning. This circle right here.
Oh
And we
yeah.
talk about how we did the Facebook thing one at a time. Chris pop on, he say what he got to say. He pop off and I pop on. And that's how
Oh
that
yeah.
went for a whole, for 2 hours, not an hour, for 2 hours. You know what? I
Whoa,
had to have love for
whoa.
y'all to tolerate y'all for 2 hours.
And 5 days a week.
5 days a week, Monday
Yeah,
through Friday. You know what? One day
it was
we're
something.
gonna have to go back and play a few of those. We got to go back.
Mm-mm.
So
No, we can't do that.
they got to see where we came from and where we are.
Oh, man, they don't need. Hey, look, they don't need to see the Pinto. Let them continue to see us riding around in these Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis and Bentleys.
That's right. This is my big brother right over here. This is my little brother right there. That's right. And of course, we can't forget Mo. Mo is there. I don't care what. All you have to do is say, Mo, Mo, I need you. Or Mo, hey, how's it going? Mo is always going to be there. He is
Oh yeah,
definitely showing love to all of us. And
always.
this is what I wanted to talk about today. This is the segment we're going to have is, showing love and appreciation to those who've been there for us, thick or thin. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
you can't say that about everyone that you come in contact with. You
No,
can't
you can't.
say, this is my friend or this person has been there. I could talk about some people that when things fell through, they were gone. But
Exactly.
not my Dope Living family. They've always
Yeah,
been there. Yeah.
always there.
So I just wanted to show the love there. And then I want to talk about my Distinguished Authors Guild family. And that community has grown from 2020 up until now. And I mean, it is, I have so much love for them as well. They work hard to really promote Distinguished Authors Guild, and they stay connected with each other. It's truly a family. They stay connected in every way, whether it's, you guys point me in this direction or help me find this or send me vote for me today. They're all there. We're there, for each other. Even if it comes to, giving that hard advice. Hey, this book cover just is not appealing. They can accept that because they know it comes from the heart. It's criticism that comes from the heart. Or, even when you say, hey, this is great, you should move this to this level and do this to bring it to this level. It's just so much love. And I just have to say, I'm really grateful and thankful for all of the authors that have come through in the Authors Guild.
I think it's important.
Let me just say, I'll be remiss if I don't talk about my baby. Because my baby, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. He got my back even when I'm doing stupid stuff, y'all. He gonna let me do my thing, and then he gonna tell me what I did afterwards. But he's gonna let me do my thing. So I love you, Robert Davis. You know I got love for you. Nothing but love.
I love you too. I love you too. Hey, Chris, you know what? And Gina, I apologize to everybody. Okay, you know what? I'm going through some things health wise. Okay, I'm good, but I'm taking medicine, and dude, I was asleep. I was asleep again
Did
yesterday.
nobody know that?
I'm just letting everybody
Nobody had to know that.
it's the but see, I appreciate everybody. That's the thing. We're giving appreciation to everybody. Okay, Chris, your turn. Who you got, man?
I mean, everybody that's on here, UG, G, we go back to when I was a little guy on 17th and McKinley.
Yeah, man.
I used to live in a house right next
Yeah,
to
man.
Abdullah and her family.
Mhm.
So we go way,
Oh,
way, way back then. And I'm talking about elementary beverage days. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to Gina, you know what I'm saying? It's that's big sis. Anytime I need information on, land, housing, anything like that, I know who to call. And then when it comes to Big Mo, that's music, entertainment all the way through, and the same with G. That's all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also thankful for everybody that always support me in everything that I do. I don't actually put out there what I do, but the ones that knows know. You know
that's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So
right.
yeah, so I appreciate that. And then basically what Gina said, when stuff is going great, everybody's there for you. When it's going bad, that's when you find out who your true compadres are, your true people are. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And they become more family than they become friends. And
That's
then
right. That's right.
oh yeah, then I mean when it comes to, people are so just associate with. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the family. The people that was on here that made Dopeliven TV what it was from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it started off with us three, then Mo came in, then Jocelyn came in, then who else came in?
Jory
Uh
Lynn.
yeah, Jory Lynn came in. We had Tree on, her daughter on. We had so many people on here, you know what I'm saying, that was a part of this whole situation that we're coming up soon to the 1,000th episode of Dopeliven
Yeah.
TV Live. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
podcast. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
also want to thank, the National Black Radio Hall of Fame people that voted us in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody from the crib that showed me love all the way out here in the 702. It's just, man, I'll be here thanking people all day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the same here, man. Same here. Now I was sitting up here because I ain't got nothing else to do, and I started writing down a whole list of people, man, who voted
Wow.
us. And I'm gonna get through some of them. I ain't gonna get through all of them because this was just one page. Okay, I want to thank
Right.
all of the filmmakers that came on the show. You guys not only started telling us about how to do film because now see I'm pointing this way, but she don't know. Hold on, I got to make this right. Hold on. All right,
Right.
because she started. He started
Right.
learning how to, all about scores and all of that stuff. That's Gina's thing now, the score, the music. How does it
Oh, yeah.
relate to what we're looking at, okay? She's getting good at that. Shout out to all of them. Rob Diggy, you're the king of the scores, okay? Shout out to you. I got to shout out to my son, Jordan, because he's, before I even did this, I was doing a music video show called 925 Music Video. He has been there every step of the way, good, bad, the ugly. My son Jordan has been there, man. So shout out to you, son. Uh, uh, who's Bella? Bella, that's my sis, man. That's little sis. Well, before I even say anybody else, okay, this lady right here, I'm telling y'all, man, it's like I can't make a move unless I ask her. Gina, is this cool? Gina's that cool? Gina, is it cool? She's always had my back from day one. All right. So I love you, sis. I really do. You her. All right. You're not her. You her. All right. This guy right here, Chris. Man, come on now. He already told you, man. I mean, we were there a long time ago before any type of success that any of us had. Him and I, and we connected. We knew each other. Took my money on the casinos, left. 15 years later, from here we found out we reconnected, and can't take us apart right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to and Mo. I've been knowing Mo since little. We graduated high school together. All right, that's my guy. We also started doing the same things together, entertainment. Mo was managing, and I was on television. So it's been a blessing with these three people, as well as everybody that's been through this Dopeliven excursion, this experience, I'll call it. Let me name something. I want to shout out to my brother Melvin. All right, he lit a different fire. He showed me a lot of business acumen. Okay, shout out to you, bro. Who else? My brother Ken. He tells me a lot of stuff. I call him the Oprah Winfrey of the family. All right, he just looks at life a different way. But anyway, let's go on. Fayetta, you know I love you. That's all I can say. I love you. All right. Angie has been a supporter all through this whole thing. Okay, shout out to Angie. Thank you. Christina Chapman, you know who you are. McKenya Dilworth, Benjamin Cherry. Took this guy in when he was 18 years old and let him learn about television. And he took over. He just took over, and now he has his own thing. Shout out to Katina Fields. Okay, my publicist met her, and we've been connected ever since. Okay, she's put me in places that I never could have gotten to. So shout out to you, as well as Desiree Lee Benson Brockington. She's a PR agent as well, but she's doing her thing. Bobby Peoples, Mark Casey, Sean Baker, Ruben R.J. Johnson, Quincy Trent, Felicia Geechee One Rivers, John Campanile, all of you guys, you directors and actors, you know, Nelson Davis. I got a lot of them on here, okay, but I'm going through some
Hey
of them.
man, I ain't never heard G do these many shout outs before in my life, man. Go ahead, continue.
Right,
Well,
right.
see,
He
and,
gonna be here.
You gonna have to do
Look,
he gonna have to
this
do
the part
everybody
I
now.
said before you guys got on here. I'm like, this will take us a few days.
but, you know, I just want to
This
get
will
some
take
of.
us a
I just
few
want to get
days.
some of them. I got look, like I said, I only named a few, but and the reason I wanted to do that, Sean Baker, was because everybody that's on that I've named, everybody that you name, basically they've either been on the show, supported us through the show without being on here, whatever. Okay, but my thing is, what we do at Dopeliven TV Live is we always recognize people. We tell their story, we tell the journey. All right. Everybody doesn't do that. Okay. I don't hear anybody talking about us. Okay. I don't hear anybody,
Yeah.
you know, saying, hey, I
Rachel
want to shout
talks
out to
about us all the time, though. Rachel, she
she's on the
does.
list. I was gonna segue into her because she's gonna be on in about 15 minutes. Okay. But you know, there's people that we still support. The thing is, we're unselfish with our support. We want everyone to have a voice, and want everybody to know what everybody else is doing. So as we grow, we take people with us. How many of you guys out there can say that you do the same thing for us? You know what I'm saying? And it's not
But
about
you know what it
calling.
is? You know what it is though, big bro? It's not that, and I don't want to sound egotistical. I don't want to sound stuck up,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people haven't been where we've been already. So us taking us where they are is really having us taking a step back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I get
Because
what
the
you're saying.
years that we all been in, all the fields that we've been in, we've been, we exceeded expectations of people coming from Gary, Indiana.
I get that. I get that. And the
Yeah.
thing is, see, that's what we're charged. That's part of what anyone who does something that's successful and raises the bar a little bit. Why
Mhm.
aren't we all supposed to give back to reach back and bring somebody else up? We're supposed to
Now,
do that.
that's what is supposed to happen. Like, even when it comes to the fact of us giving somebody the blueprint to
Mm-hmm.
succeed. You know what I'm saying? Now that, yeah, you can give thanks to, because it's people that gave me the blueprint. George Daniels, Al Heyman,
They own here.
Clarence
They own
Avon.
here.
Yeah, all of them people. You know what I'm saying? They, Gordy Love. All of them. You know what I'm saying? Made me the person that I am today. So I always give them thanks in every interview, every bio that I write, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Well, we're
lot of
supposed to.
stuff, but it's many people that we've given a blueprint to that went out and had some success with it and never said thank you. Not that we're
Mm-hmm.
looking for thank yous, but
Right.
they never said thank you.
And see, that's one of the reasons that we do this too. Okay, like I said, we want to share your journey, but we also want to encourage you to get back, reach back, and pull somebody else up. Gina has this Distinguished Authors Guild that she does every single year. She don't ask anybody for help. She really doesn't ask anyone for help. She does it tirelessly every single year. What does she do?
Mhm.
She gets authors. She says authors. there's a zillion authors out there, okay? You guys aren't getting seen or heard. Here's an opportunity. Send me your book, all right? Let me read it. Let me get some people to read it for you, all right? And they actually do read these books, everybody, all right?
Yes.
And let's
Yes.
vote. And everybody can't win, okay? But even though you don't win, you still are going to get the opportunity to learn how to promote yourself, how to push yourself out there. She does that tirelessly, all right? How many of you guys reach
I was
back
about to
to
say,
her?
and the crazy part, and the crazier part about it is, if Dag wasn't out there, who would be recognizing?
Yeah, there's not another show like this, is what I'm saying. She
Yeah.
recognizes authors. Get on NBC, ABC, CBS, and tell me when you've seen someone do an award show for authors. I challenge you to tell me. Please tell me, because I'm waiting, okay? She does
And
that.
I just want to know
And
one. I just want to know one.
that's what I'm
That's all I
saying.
want to
I'm
know.
waiting. I'm waiting. But that's okay. So, but she does it, all right? And when she does it, yeah, she beat the hell. She tired, but she's ready to do it again next year. All ready to do it again.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, girl, for real. Shout out
Yeah.
to you.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you.
I got Tree on here, like you from Tree Sweet Drinks. I got Tyler Penn and Amber
Yes. Tree
Penn.
tree.
You know, yes, sir.
Mhm.
Preston James, my guy. Nelson Davis, like I said, y'all know Mr. Tubi. Nicole Montgomery. Now, see, we talk to a lot of actors, actresses, directors, sports, movies, whatever, okay? But we also talk to the everyday person, all right? We try to make sure that we are engaging enough that you can come to us, tell us your story, tell us even if it's bad, and we'll say what we got to say in order to try to help you. We'll put you on here and try to help you. Nicole has had a lot of commentary about things going on in her life, and I hope and pray that we've been helpful to assist her into getting to a better place. Who else I got here? Titus Hayden. Look, man, this guy is one of the best actors I've seen in a minute. Okay, to be honest, and some other movies. Okay, they're doing their thing. Shout out to Sharika Bray and her husband Devon Bray and the whole Bray Films family. All right, truly,
Oh, yeah.
truly a great family. Truly great people to work with. My guy Roger Reese, what's up? Donald Dundee Griffin, what's up? Keith Powell, what's up? Oscar O for show Roberts. We got your back, bro. Most that. I want to shout out to the Salt and Pepper Gang. Now these guys, when I grew my beard, they reached out to me. They reached out, and I appreciate that, man. Trisha Lynn, Jill Jones, thank you guys for loving me. Okay, I appreciate that. Rob Diggy, we mentioned you, of course, man. You that dude. Tony Terry, appreciate you, bro. Roland, Buddy Lewis, Dylan Biggs with Biggs Radio Network. All right.
Yes.
Trust. Come on, man. Trust that. This, I don't even have to say too much about that.
What was the name? What was the name of the young lady that we used to have on the show that used to talk about credit, but she used to come on
Gina
every
brought.
day?
I know you're talking about
Yeah.
the light skin. I forgot her
Yeah.
name, the young one. Gina, you
She
brought
lives
her.
in. Is it not? Is it? It begins with an
Nyla.
N. Nyla.
Yes.
Yeah, Nyla too. Shout out to
Yeah.
Nyla too. She's
Nyla.
doing great. She's doing great in Texas right now. So
Yes, sir. Doing big
I
things out there,
still
man.
follow her and keep. I haven't talked to her, but I still follow her. She's doing a lot of good stuff, showing people how to use their credit to live life.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, she
Hey, man,
is.
Garfield from what's the name of the group? Shy and
Shy.
Yep.
Noel Gordine came on here to had a great conversation with Gina and I. Shout out to Felice Bronson. She's always doing some positive stuff. Steve Edwards, man, come on, bro. Really? Yeah. Ilsa, I even got your name on here. Your name is on here. Yeah, here it is right there. Ilsa Adams. There you go. Look at that. Got you on there. Okay.
What's it?
Ilsa always
Mark, Big Bro Mark that we just had on, that we had to do a 2-part episode on.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mark, what's his name from the group?
Boys to Men, started off with Boys to Men, then went to As Yet. Yeah.
Mark Nelson. There it
Yeah.
is. Ruben Johnson, Canada Fauché. Let's give a shout out to John Ruffin, okay, with Theater 47. All right. Most definitely, okay. That's Gina's new home now. All right, Theater 47. Yes, sir. I want to shout out to the D Stark Show. all of his cast and people, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
support
Yeah,
us.
Sure.
shout out to Big D. Yep.
Yeah, they
D Star.
family, man. They family. And if it wasn't for a comment from Danny Black, okay, me and Chris never would have hooked back up, okay? Shout out to Danny Black.
That is true.
Most definitely.
That is true. You know, and bro, Danny Black, man, has been through so much stuff. But always, I call him the LL Cool J of GI, man, because he always reinventing himself.
Dude, he had a stroke and he out there right now driving cars that he don't have to put his hand on the steering wheel now. You know, he
Right.
programmed the way to work, and bam, he goes there. Okay, shout out to Nick Nova, man. You know, that guy's
Nick doing this thing.
Always been there for us, man. With we're there. Okay, B Cole, Tony Schofield. Thank you guys for coming on and hanging out with us, man. Christina Hobson,
Yes.
great things out there. Appreciate you. There was somebody else, Jory Lynn. We did mention her.
Yeah. I mean, we got to talk about.
Used to be with the,
yes.
Don't forget Ruby Tech. He started back.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ruby Tech Winslow. Yes.
Yeah, Ruby Tech.
Yeah, I mean, we got to even put, we got to put our sister in heaven in this too.
I got her up
yes.
there too, right there.
Yes,
right there.
Shanta.
At the top.
Yeah.
Shanta Gibson. Right at the top, right there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Simeon, Quincy Trent. I did say Bella.
What's the name of the lady? What's the name of the lady that was host with us? The older
LaDonna.
lady.
Don't forget LaDonna.
Yeah, LaDonna.
Spoken word.
Don't forget also.
What is her name?
I forgot her name. The one that was with that does the films. What is her name, Gina? The
Which
film
one?
festival.
We got so many.
The film festival.
Ludine?
Ludine. Yeah.
Ludine. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Hey, Ludine, don't kill us. Don't kill us, Ludine.
Man.
No, I know Ludine's name. That's my sister.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, and even when it comes to Jay's Breakfast Club, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jocelyn.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned her earlier, but she's
Jocelyn. You got to remember Jocelyn she wore a different pair of glasses every day.
Every show. Every show.
Yeah.
D Stark said he getting ready for the show, man. But D Stark, we just gave you and your whole team a shout out, man. We appreciate you guys. You guys are always family, bro. Remember that, most definitely. So look,
what's the guy name?
And last but not least, even though we get.
Ain't no last but not least.
I know. I'm saying last but not least, but it's never going to be last but not least. I only read about 1% of the names on here, but
right.
I was saying, what guy's name you talking about, Gina?
I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh! Never mind. Let's
Chris
just keep
Reeves.
going,
What's up? Corey Taylor. Williams.
You give a shout out to the Cigar Lounge crew. The Cigar Lounge crew.
Yeah, there you go. Cigar Lounge
I forgot
crew.
that. Yeah, you used to do the cigar shows and stuff like that.
Mayor of our hometown, Eddie Melton. I had a brief conversation with him the other day. I'll share that with y'all after we get off of here. Lashante, she came on here and did her thing. Okay. Who else we got? Well, you know what? Last but not least, man, this woman, I've been knowing her forever, and she's transformed herself from being a person who was so intentional at the time on a smaller platform, and now she has a huge platform. She's a radio personality. She's a public speaker. She's a motivational speaker. She's a life coach, and she's on here with us every Thursday, 7:30. All right, everybody say what's up, and shout out to her, to Rachel Gary, CEO of Life. What's going on, baby?
Hey.
Hello, it's Dusty. How are you?
Hey.
Yeah, man.
I was so happy just listening to the show. I almost forgot to log in.
No, man. I wanted to say, even though Gina did it, I just wanted to save you for last because number one, you're coming on here, but you mean so much to me for life. But I know you made an impact on the rest of the crew in the short time that you've known them, all right? And we definitely appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say the gratitude that I heard just before I got on, I mean, For Greg to have a list and a notebook of a list, it was, but I mean, it just shows to how small things impact your life in a grand way. And I really want to say, I say thank you to, I want to first, because I want to chime in on this gratitude moment. So if y'all don't mind me speaking about moment of gratitude, I want to start by saying, I want to thank my wife. And and the reason why she's the first person I want to thank, not just because we're married, but because of all the times I'm dreaming, all of the times that I'm up at 2:00, 3:00 in the morning and haven't been to bed all night. And for her to not only support, but encourage and stand by and make sure that I'm still mentally nourished. At the end of the day, I am totally and utterly grateful to her for just being there and listening to all of the ideas I have and all of the ways in which I want to go and giving that advice that I'm asking 20 times. Hey, look at this baby. Hey, look at this baby. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that in itself takes a fortitude beyond just me saying I want to do something. Because me wanting to do something takes that person to be strong with you through all the things that are going on while you're balancing all those hats and playing around with the plates, as I say, as being a magician trying to make everything happen. So I wanted to start with her and let her know that I am truly and utterly grateful. We just celebrated our 13th wedding anniversary on Monday. We had a tragic situation that happened during that time. And for her to still want to hang out and do all the things that we've been doing this week, through the fact that we lost one of her nephews this week on Monday. And I mean, I would say the biggest thing is for her strength during that, and still wanting to make it where we're trying to still celebrate the fact to celebrate our love. So that just goes beyond the appreciation that I have for her ability to still want to move forward. Because I had an event on Saturday. I was in Atlanta, speaking engagement as well as selling books with the AAALAC. It was just so much support there. I would just say the amount of gratitude. So I want to say a couple other. So it was okay for me on my nuggets dropping in here, putting that in there. I want to thank Gina. I'm gonna say the best for last with this one. I want to thank Gina for having the patience with me on the phone. Just when I was, we had just gotten to know each other, and she has been so supportive and helping me get not one, but 2 books ready to be published. I appreciate those phone calls. I appreciate those back and forth texts, looking at the mock-ups and like, okay, do we use that one? Don't use that one. I don't like that one. Her telling me one looked like a jail publication, but
yeah, Rachel.
but that's what it's about. But that's what it was about. It's about her saying, and she started off by saying that, are you okay with me being honest? And I told her, I want you to be 1,000% transparent, because transparency allows you to grow. So I'm always open to that. It was also Dr. Carolyn Stevens who introduced me to so many people during this time, and the AALAC is happening to be one of those people that she nominated me for to be one of the authors to be recognized for the year 2025. That started a snowball effect, because I would say this: my conversation has always been about upliftment and doing great things and helping people grow. But if there is no one there to listen to my message is still locked within me. So I will also say, I would say there's been so much support from there, including I want to say this because I don't want him to think I left him out. And Greg, for just the conversations prior to me even stepping forward into the arena of saying that I was going to actually help people in a more impactful way. I called Greg on the phone one Sunday 4 years ago and told him I wanted to make a change in my career, and that now I thought was the time, and now I thought I had a message, and me doubting myself in that conversation because I had a harder way of articulating that information, and him saying that you can do whatever you want to do, you can do it. Him being supportive whenever I make those phone calls. I mean, I'm still on that list with everybody who he sometimes doesn't call back. However, when I text him and say that I'm really trying to do something, he answers the phone and we have a long discussion about how we can grow. And it's not one-sided. He listens to things that I encourage him to do and things of that nature. And it always feels like we're feeding each other, and that is just great. There's a lot of people who are no longer here as far as physically on earth who have helped me through all of the things that have gone on. My grandmother, I would be remiss if I did not say her moments of encouragement. I've been writing since I was a kid. I started writing poetry, writing small stories. When the Chicago public schools shut down, I wrote a letter to the Board of Education at 9 that we should not be out of school. And I came up with a whole list of why that they needed to come up with some kind of plan to help teachers help us be successful. And I was 9 years old. And my grandmother took that letter to the post office and made sure it got dropped in the mailbox. It was because, I mean, those small things all are intertwined with who I became today. And I appreciate utterly Dopeliven TV for allowing me to be on the platform first. The first podcast I was on or having a conversation, and by me knowing Greg, I felt a lot more comfortable. But as me talking to Greg, Gina chiming in, Mo chiming in, and just made me feel so comfortable, made me feel like I was part of a family. And I would say that whenever I come here, I don't feel at all like I'm a guest on the show. I feel like I'm with family having a conversation to uplift other individuals so we can find upliftment. And to me, that has been paramount to me making the transformation to be able to speak on radio shows, have interviews. Right now, I'm on 27 podcasts, different podcasts I've been on since Dopeliven TV last year. And that plays a great part into the fact of that the arena was open for me to know that I had a voice, to make me feel that I felt I had something to say. But however, when other people were resonating with that message, those little CEO nuggets that you guys were just dropping those 30-second clips, and people explaining and saying that resonated with them, that gave me more encouragement to continue forward. So I want to say that with utter gratefulness, I appreciate you guys. And I know there's so many, the authors, the poets, the the TV shows, the movies, the photographers, the comedians, all of those people who've been on your show, every single time I watch a show, there's always a moment of gratitude, because at the end of the day, we all feel that without another individual, we don't move by ourselves. We have a thought, and we spread that thought, and those thoughts being spread amongst other people. And this platform has definitely helped many people grow and develop and be a better version of themselves. So thank you guys again. And that's why, let me say this. And that's why you guys are the Black Radio inductees in the first place, because you guys bring that longevity, that consistency, and bring that energy that allows other people to feel they can rise. That's what, when you're inducted into something, it's not just for what you do. It's for what you make other people feel and how you help other people. So as I said, I wanted to basically chime in on that gratitude because it's totally appreciated. Appreciated all the way around.
that's
I mean, there's still countless people I probably did not name. I do
Hey,
have
Chris,
so go ahead.
I'm just waiting to hear my name. That's all.
I was about to say about Chris. I was on my way. So no, Chris. No, but I said Chris and his words of encouragement. Now, I mean, there's times where Chris is dog tired, so you know that he's living. Whatever job that he doesn't tell us about, he got his black suit on. I think that I'm waiting for his little thing to pop out, and he's gonna be one of the men in black. But but him appreciating the different things that go on. I mean, I appreciate the fact that he says that when I'm on the show, he feels empowered. He feels like that to me, I don't feel an ego boost. The whole point of me doing what I'm doing is to impart some information that I might have to help one person think something differently that helps them grow. That is what I'm doing, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's a huge situation because that's what we do. You know, we wanna spark something for somebody to go research and then fall into that rabbit hole, and now they learn something else. Not nothing negative. Everything we talk about is positive, except for Relationship Mondays. You know, we be throwing out.
But you know what? It's positivity anyway, because what you guys always say is this information this might not help your relationship. It's for entertainment purposes. And that's what, and at that point in time, the other 3 days that you guys are on here are giving more information to help people grow.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And that's what it's about at the end of the day. And I appreciate each and every person who listens, drops into the chat, gives me, I mean, I'm going to be honest, over the last two weeks, I felt like a celebrity. My son told me I'm a celebrity. I'm going to have to get a bodyguard. That's what he
That's right.
He's crazy. Right. But like people have walked up to me and said, "Hey, you're Rachel L. Gary." And I'm like, yeah, because that's my name, but I never use it. It's funny that most people in my family and friends, my name has been legend forever. So people have no idea what my real name was. That was the whole point why I put my whole name out there, because people had no idea what my name was.
But you know what, Rachel? The thing that and Chris said, you know, we try to do the same thing, but we're better, especially on these Thursdays, because of you and what you give to the people. Now, people you got to be able to listen too. You got to be able to listen and take it. You may not like us. They may not like Chris. They may not like you, me, or Gina. They may not like us, okay? But we still engage them with some knowledge of how to live better, how to be better, how to have fun, you know, how to do all of that. And, you bring a sense of trying to make sure that all of those things that I just mentioned are rolled up into one so that you can become the CEO of your life entirely, all right? Absolutely. And, you know, for you, you've been a blessing. You've been a blessing for me for a long time, all right? But you've been a blessing to a lot of people now, man. And again, some people, they can't understand what Gina says sometimes, what Chris says sometimes, but you break it down. You break it into pieces, and then you put it back together. And then at the end of the day, the people will say, you know what? Now I understand what I'm doing that should go a different way. What I'm doing that I need to do differently, all right? You're not telling anybody that they have to follow your process. You're telling everybody, look, I'm gonna lay something out here. Take it, use it if you want to, but if you don't want to use it, that ain't on me. You know, I'm just trying to help you out. So the thing, and I did this also so that you can talk about appreciation and how we should appreciate people in our lives. It's going to make us feel better as we appreciate them, and unselfish appreciation. We're not looking for it back.
Absolutely. I would say the biggest thing is every morning I do a moment of, I say grand rising, and I do an affirmation. And my affirmation every morning is about a form of gratitude. Because if you're not grateful for what you have today, how do you expect more things to come your way? It's those small things. Like I will use for instance, like my wife cooking some noodles because I've been out all day and it's cold. and knowing that those noodles make me feel warm. Those small things make monumental impacts in your life. So if you're grateful for the fact that you got up this morning, grateful for the fact that you have a roof, grateful for the fact that you have a meal, those small, I mean, they seem so small, but there's someone that would change their life for yours every day of the week. No matter what we're going through, there's someone who always feels they're going through something worse. And I think that that's the part of us really feeling the moments of gratitude. Gratitude for the people, for the places that we've been through. Like people ask me all the time about, especially people who have been in my life since I was a child. They ask me a lot of times, do I hate my mother? I have a problem with my mother? Absolutely, I do not. Because everything that happened when I was a child built me to the person that I am today. I am grateful for things that I went through because they taught me lessons. There's a lesson, and there's a blessing in every lesson. Every lesson. So I mean, I mention it all the time that you either winning or you're learning. And if you look through life that way, you're always pulling the positive out of every situation. Be grateful for the fact of maybe you tripped because you didn't need to go to where you were going that moment. Sometimes we don't look at that. We look at that we tripped as opposed to, hey, maybe we should have stopped where we were. And that was the way of the spirit stopping us right there. Sometimes the door will close and we're upset about the door as opposed to the fact that it closed to stop us from doing something that we might not needed to do today. And it's being grateful for all of those things, being grateful for those moments. And I play, and also right now, if you guys can see my shirt, I don't know, it's shiny, so the light might be bouncing off of it. The shirt says, I am a CEO. So Greg spoke to me about my sayings, making sure that I put them out there in a more creative way. And so when we were in Atlanta, we wore our gear. We had I'm Possible on during the event. And when we walked around, we had I'm a CEO. On the back of the shirt, it says, I'm clear. It says, clear your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. It says it on the back. Sir. But because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We are CEOs. And embracing that allows us to know that we are the key to our success. And it starts with being grateful, having that foundation of gratitude. Grateful for the things that we have.
Okay. Yeah. She's doing it, y'all. She's wearing that shirt. Okay. I am a CEO. And Rachel, they can get that shirt, right?
They will be able to get this shirt. It will be available in the next couple of days. I had to make sure I got a good vendor who could do it the same way in which I have it, because a lot of times we'll dress the shirts, we'll dress up what we have on, but a vendor cannot replicate that. So I had to find a vendor who could replicate it where it actually had the shine. We wanted to shine, because you know us as a people, we like things to bling. I don't wear jewelry; it's not my thing. I don't believe in spending my money on certain things. So everything has to have a return on investment for me. ROI on everything. So I don't believe in jewelry having ROI, so I don't buy jewelry in that way. Just watches. I love watches, but that's it. But so I wanted to make sure that
I love them watches.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that you catch me on.
That's all I do.
Yep, that's it.
I tell you yours. Gina, where yours?
You're on mute.
Pay no attention to me.
Jana.
Hold on. I'm here.
You just missed your chance at $5,000.
I'm not gonna miss that. I sure gonna heard that. I ain't missing that.
I asked where you watch at, Gina.
My watch?
Where's your watch? Yeah, everybody got watches on. Come on, Rachel.
Yeah, I've been doing some painting, so I don't have any jewelry on. I don't even have on my wedding ring.
Oh, you are painting. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why we have you and are blessed to have you on this show. every Thursday, Rachel, because we need that encouragement sometimes. This is our last show of the week, and so we call this the last show of the week. Period. And we want to send people off into the weekend in a good way. All right. So, having said that, and I know I asked a question for you to answer. All right, and you gave us your CEO moment. How was I meant to ask you? How was the trip to Atlanta? That's what I wanted to ask you. How did that go?
I would say I had a spectacular time in Atlanta, and I would say I felt so much like I was so grateful for the welcome. I was so grateful for the conversation. I was so grateful for everything that had taken place. Dr. Stevens actually came out and introduced me. She was the one who did the introduction for me to do my speech. The AALAC Angela was Queen Angela Thomas. She was a blessing, and I want to say that the conversations was excellent. I went there with a purpose. I went there with a purpose to talk with her because she's doing so many things, and with her doing so many things, I wanted to just discuss with her a little bit about making sure that she was doing a lot of self-care and making sure that she got her team.
You did that, man, and you know that's the thing that we, as social media people, do. We want to make sure we spread the word, not just in our immediate viewership, but the viewers that watch us all over. Okay, they need to understand that we are, number one, genuine. We do have a purpose of making these things. When I did that college tour, which I haven't been able to do this year, as much as I wanted to do, but I want people to know, hey man, we get on here and we do what we do, but we also want to see you. We want to shake hands. We want people to understand that we have something to give to you, and we're always freely giving it. So you do that very well, and I'm glad you went to Atlanta. I'm so happy you did that. California's next, okay?
Yeah, so we have I have California. So yeah, I got California, Texas. So California, Texas, South Carolina twice, Alabama, and New York twice.
Look at that. Look at that.
And man, don't forget, wait, let's not forget. Chicago is up next. So Chicago, 6/15. So June 15th at 2 p.m. we'll be here. My second book is being released. I
plan on being there.
So
yes.
So I want to say this to DAG authors who want to have a table at the event. I have this. So when I was having a conversation, hey guys, I know y'all know this about me. I'm always looking to promote and help other people find success. So this is what I'm doing. Every DAG author and everybody who is part of the 100 author movement, you guys have a special discount. Please reach out to Angela if you are part of the 100 Authors Movement, and reach out to Gina, which I will pass the information on to her. If you are an ambassador or you have recently been added to the Distinguished Authors Guild, you guys have something special for that day. As well as anyone who buys a ticket. With that ticket comes the book, champagne toast, entertainment, a Q&A, and a book reading. As well as I said, as well as other authors will be there with their books. So I'm looking to celebrate everyone finding success. And that's why the book's name is #Poverty to Six Figures. We're going to make it happen. It's an action plan to go from wherever you are to six figures and beyond.
Yep. Well, real quick, I know we about to do the ending. I got to get up out of here. I got to jump on this other call. I appreciate all y'all on here, man. Always.
No doubt. All right, brother.
Yep.
Thank you, Chris.
Right, we are getting ready to get out of here. I was going to tell Chris get it started, okay? But he already got it started. Rachel, we're going to let you say what you got to say real quick.
My final words for the day, guys, is always be grateful for where you are. because it took you time to get from where to where you are. Look back at your life 5 years ago and know that you've made progress from there to now. 5 years ago, the life that you have today will be unrecognizable if you start moving forward in action. And you know what I'm gonna always say: be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on Dopeliven TV with the CEO Nuggets.
That's right. Gina, what's it got?
Yes. Listen, I just want to say love on your people while they're here. Don't wait until they're gone and then you want to tell everybody how much love you had for them. Love is an action word. Show them the love. Give them their flowers while they're here. You never know. The last conversation you had with your loved one may be the last conversation that you have.
Yeah, with the situation that's going on with me, man, you know, this appreciation show means so much more. All right, and to have these people here, Chris as well, and all of you guys that are watching, and all the people that have commented, you know, Felice, Bree, Steve, you know, I'm telling you, man, it's a blessing to be able to do what we do, and to be able to impart some knowledge, some laughter, some love to you guys. I just want to say I appreciate each and every person throughout the tenure of what we've done here at what we call DopelivenTV Live. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, those that had great things to say about us, those that had terrible things to say about us. Okay? Because even though there have been bad things that have been said, okay, we grow through that. It's like fire and ashes. We rise through these ashes. We grow, and we're better people. You know what I mean? So thank you guys. Thank you all. Okay. And most of all, thank God for giving us the opportunity to do the things that He's wanted us to do anyway. All right. Everybody, God wants us to be happy and wants us to fulfill our dreams and do the things that we want to do. And God has given us that opportunity to do so. Rachel, you know, you sister for life, blood couldn't make us any closer. Shout out to my other sister, Marie. You know, definitely, man, when the first time after all this time knowing you guys, knowing about you, knowing about her, finally got a chance to meet her last year. So, you know, now you don't know what you done did, Marie. You're locked. All right? You're locked. And, you know, again, we just appreciate each and every person who supports us, supports Rachel and her endeavor. Okay, because Rachel's is moving, all right? So America, as you guys watching Rachel move, make sure you get out and talk to her, because she's the type of person that I'm going to have to admonish her on that too. Don't want to shake everybody's hand, all right? But, you know, that's what she's doing now. But pretty soon it's going to be where people are going to be rushing her, wanting to talk to her, wanting to get her books, wanting to do this, wanting to do that. She can't be with everybody, all right? But understand that she wants to, but she can't, all right? And that's the demand. It's called supply and demand. You know, she supplies you with this information.
Hey, there's only one me.
It's only one, all right? And we just appreciate you all right? So on behalf of life coach, leadership coach, entrepreneur, all around great person, Rachel Gary, Gina Gasson, the whole Dopeliven TV Live crew, we want to thank you guys and let you guys know that, you know, we're still here. 1,000 shows coming up, all right? And I would be remiss if I didn't do this, and I'm doing it because she makes us do it all the time. But her one little comment, welcome or hello to inductees, okay? She does it every single day that she's, and Rachel makes sure that we have to plug us, all right? We don't do it all the time. Rachel makes sure, and Rachel says, hey, good guys, you got it, show everybody. You know,
we have to celebrate ourselves, celebrate your excellence.
And we thank you, Rachel, for always keeping us cognizant of that, all right? This is, Stephen says, I truly need to speak with Rachel. She ain't hiding, Stephen. She ain't hiding. You know where she at. Gina is awesome. Great advice, Gina. I didn't put comments up. Appreciate you, Greg. Thank you, Felice. You know I appreciate you as well. I didn't put the comments up here like that today, okay? Because we really just wanted to focus on appreciating you guys, you know, and naming names and you know, taking notes. All right. Rachel did a great job as always. And Rachel, we'll see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
All right, everybody. This is Dopeliven TV Live, man. You guys have a great weekend and be safe out there. All right. Peace. And I'm getting it, Gina. I'm getting better. All right. We're out of here. Peace.